Hello, welcome back to another episode of Project 2JZ28. Well, today, this is just life, right? So nothing goes on time. Everything is always some reason, whether it's COVID or just getting behind. And sometimes that's okay. Not everything is in a rush. I prefer not to be in a rush, because that's usually when, well, frustrations run a bit higher. There's deadlines to be met. And sometimes working with people too, they just don't take their time if they feel like they're rushed. And I never want to put that on anybody. Going back to Bhodes Custom Interior today to take a look at the seats. I was hoping to have them a little bit further progressed by now, but he just got busy and things got behind, and that's okay, because the Camaro is still at the body shop. And update on that too, they haven't touched the car either. So fortunately, it's 28 degrees. There's still a little bit of remnants of snow on the ground, so it's not like I'd be driving the car anyway. But we're hoping to get things moving here soon, so when it is good driving weather, the car will be back together and I can enjoy it. Got big plans this year for it. So we're off to Bhodes, like I talked about. I think the seats are taken apart, I believe, and he's talking to me today about bolstering, just to make sure that when I dropped him off, he's got everything correct when it comes to bolstering them appropriately for customizing them in the fashion that I would like. So we're off to talk to Brian. Well, that material turned out good from the place we ordered it from. I like that. That's nice. Yeah. Cool. All right, so where are we at with the seats? You wanted to talk about the bolstering, make sure we're good on it?
That's what I got for the back.
Okay.
I don't know if that's, you said about an inch out there.
Yeah. No, that is better.
That's what you had in mind.
Yeah. That's looking just like I was thinking.
Okay.
So that looks good.
And then we got the other one about the same. I gotta be careful not to get into the hinge point, but
right.
About an inch there.
Okay. Could we add a little bit more on the inside too, or?
Yeah, we could. I just don't want to get into where it feels like it's pinching you there.
No, I understand. It's just that most of this area is pretty flat, which is fine, but I'd like it to hold me in place a little bit. And I know this raising will do that a little bit, but maybe just a little bit more on the inside too.
What do you think about putting like a piece of that right in there like that?
No, that'd be good.
That gets, well, it does a couple things for me. It smooths that out there, and then push it in about a ½ inch and get you a little bit taller out there as well.
I think that would be good. This is an odd thing, but I might want to. Do you have the other one I could maybe like just sit on and just verify? I don't want to pinch myself too. I mean, these obviously will be my seats for my rear end, so it all is depending on who fits in what. I want to make sure I'm not pinching myself by asking too much there.
Let me blow the dust out.
It's okay. So far, I like the bolstering though. That's just what I had in mind, so you're doing a great job. Okay. Take a seat here. You know, I think I may be better off just leaving it as is.
Okay.
Because I think if I do start going too much in, I think like you're talking about, I'm not going to have room. Yeah. So my rear is not as small as I was hoping. So yeah, no, I think we're going to be good there. I think the bolstering is it looks perfect. I like the curvature. It follows it nicely.
What I probably will do there, Ben, is I'll take a piece of quarter inch in there, just to give you just a little bit more.
Okay.
I put a piece of quarter instead of a half.
Okay. Yeah, that should be fine. Yeah.
That'll help transition that.
Perfect. It won't be like a square edge where you're hitting there.
Yeah.
I like it.
Kind of round all that off.
Okay.
So.
No, that looks great.
Okay.
Nope, just what I was thinking. Right. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I wish we could. I had both of them together so I could see it, but you know, it takes a lot of time to.
Oh no, and I can tell too, because the way you're forming this, it just looks natural, like the seat, and it's not like you can just put a piece of foam and stuck it there. Like I can tell you've rounded it down here, which is awesome. That looks just how I would want it to. Okay. I can't remember if I talked about wrapping it up a little bit, or you think that might be too much up in here, or you think it's better as is.
I think stop where we're at. Let me. You don't want to get. If we get past this point, we're going to get a weird.
Okay.
A weird thing.
Okay.
And your shoulders may not fit in there.
That's true.
You know, your shoulders kind of fit into that area. If we start putting something here, it could push you in like that.
Okay. All right. I like it. All right. So there you have it. Update on the custom seats for the Camaro project. Thanks for tuning in today. I know this one is short, but just a quick update to keep everybody on the loop on the progress with the car and what's going on. So have a great day. We'll see you next time. Well, welcome back. I know I had tried to finish up things before saying that was the end of the video, but I figured, you know what, for how short it was, we'll just continue on and skip to today, which is us picking up the seats. They're all finished. Fast forward back into Bhodes. And we've arrived. Man.
I like it a lot.
Those came out so nice. So this is Alcantara. This is suede to kind of match. And this is the leather. Did it all on the same stitching we had there. So it all matches. I already tell there's a lot of detail done on these. Pretty happy with how it came out. Looks like we got a bit of this left. That's nice. Because more than likely I'm not going to be content with just part of the cart done. I'll probably have to get the rear seats done too. So hopefully this is enough material you can use on the rear seats as well. But yeah, dude, God, those look awesome. I'm pretty happy. So I was thinking about it after I looked to the seats, and I was like, oh man, those look so good. Now I'm thinking, I'm like, probably gonna have to bring my back seats in and have those done at some point in time. It just looks too good. And if you've got the whole other extra sheet, you might as well at that point, just because it'll all match at that point. And I'm not in any hurry to get that done, so I can kind of do that whenever. I don't know how long that would take, or what we're looking at time frame, but pretty happy with the seats. They look good. I'm sorry I missed the communication there about the back. I was hoping for the pocket on the back.
Yeah, we got 5 million things going on.
Yeah. Well, the good news is that the car's still at the body shop and they haven't touched it yet, so I'm not in any giant hurry, so it's okay. I didn't want to.
What are you doing at the body shop?
So the car is pretty good. It's just, but it's been driven. So over enough years, there's some rock chips on the front bumper. There's a small dent on the bottom of the quarter panel. I ran over a 2x4 and it came up and kissed it on the bottom quarter panel. You can barely see on the rocker panel there for, I don't know, that was like 10 years ago plus. There's a little tiny scratch it had when I bought it, which was, gosh, that was back in 1999. So it's just little stuff. I don't necessarily need it to be perfect, but I was hoping to get the tiny flaws fixed out, and they'd have had issues too with just being crazy busy and losing people, and they're very much a perfectionist company too, so if it's not going to be done right, they'd rather just wait on it until it can be done right. So I'm kind of sitting waiting on that too. Fortunately, the weather is just so up and down. I know last week it was crazy nice and it was beautiful, but then they say it's a chance of snow this weekend, so
yeah, I'm glad that there's bad weather.
Yeah, I kind of am too in a way, because if the car is not going to be done, I know I'm not really missing anything at this point, so it's not as big of a deal, which coincidentally enough too is not a big deal too if you need a little bit more time. I know you've been crazy busy, and little things aren't too huge of a deal if I need to wait on some back pockets there, so it's no big deal. But I'm very, very happy with how those turned out. Those look great. So Brian was just saying, if we put a pocket back here, which I was thinking to put, I got a little fire extinguisher to put in there, and then maybe some detailing bottles on the other. He was saying just with how soft that is, it can stretch out, and you're right, there's not a lot of room in that, and if it stretches over time, it can get saggy. So he's talking about maybe making a little leather bag to put it all in, which would be great.
On the inside of the bin, it had, this isn't a pocket, but I put a pocket here.
Okay.
So when it's vertical, you can stand your
stand
your stuff in.
That looks pretty good. Yeah. Yeah. If you're good with that, I'll take that.
I think that'd make more sense for you.
Sure. I mean,
you could even put, then you could put towels. I mean, you could put everything in there.
Literally, that's what I'm going to use it for. I'd like a spot where I can get a fire extinguisher so I can have it in the car for safety if I need it. And then most of it's just going to be like detailing stuff. I'm driving around, I get bird poop on it, parking it, and wipe it off with the detailer.
I would do this.
Okay.
That rather than try to jam all that stuff in there.
Okay. Well, I'm good with that then.
Okay.
That'll be easy.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's do that.
We can totally do that. Okay, so just finished up at Bhodes here, getting the seats, got them in the back there, taking them back. Again, just to summarize, I'm pretty darn happy with how they turned out. They look really, really good. I sat in one. It's super comfy, hugs me right in the right places and doesn't pinch me in others. Yeah, pretty stoked. Hindsight, probably should have just gone ahead and got the back seats into him when I did, because knowing me, I'm not going to have half of anything, so doing the front ones, I should have just brought in the back ones to begin with. It's nice having that Alcantara extra piece, because now I can have the back ones exactly how the front ones are and not have to worry about that. But I'll bring the back seat back to him, probably go over to the body shop and snag that out of the car probably next week and bring it back to Brian, and we'll have him do his magic. And then I talked to the body shop, I guess I mentioned that earlier in the video, so hopefully they're working on stuff, but it's going to be a little bit longer for the car. In the meantime, it's still kind of crummy out, so pretty overcast, not that beautiful, not that warm, a chance of snow in a couple of days, so not really missing out on a ton of driving stuff. But I don't want to wait too long, because if it starts getting sunny and warm out and I don't have the car, and I know things haven't even been started yet, that's when it's going to be a little bit more aggravating. So anyway, thanks for tuning in, and we'll see everybody next time.